Therefore, when we live such life, what happens here is those who are under us, God used them to carry us towards the best heights. Why instead of what? Doing all those things with such acts, why don't you use this for a better transformation? Remember in the second reading, what happens here? You could see Jesus giving us the love as a mediator of what? Of God and man. As a mediator of Christ. He said, "For this I am appointed a preacher and apostle. I am telling the truth, I am not telling lies. A teacher of the Gentiles in faith and truth. And I desire then that in every place the men should pray, lifting holy hands without anger or quarreling." As a teacher of the gospel, do you tell lies in holy word in your message? Do you tell lies? Is it what God has sent you to teach? That what you are teaching in the Catholic Church? Majorly, if you look at from the bulletins, from the first reading, the second reading, even the gospel, we all share the same. That is why we are fellow Catholic. All priests in the secular world, in the universal church, we never teach anything aside the calendar of the church. We use the calendar, the universal calendar. From this my Roman universalists, we don't use anything obtained or aside the word teachings that is what said or written in the word, the calendar of the church. As we use the calendar of the church, that is why we are what? We are what? United as a Roman Catholic. That is why we have to be one as a universal church. Christ wants you that He who continue to pray for you, that we have to what? We continue to pray for our leaders. And therefore I tell you, if you love Christ and love Him so much, for your boss who continue to act in a way that you don't like, why don't you pray for him? You can pray and ask God, ask Christ, I want you to change my boss. I want to change him, that he may stop molesting me even sexually. I want to change him, that he may stop harassing me because of I am a Christian. I want to change him. You can put it in prayer. God can see that and change him. Why can't God change him? God can change him because He knows that He is the creator of every man. If this person could make you hate God, why don't you leave him or even get yourself out of the job or work than God to give you a better one? And like I said, every disappointment is a blessing. If you continue to pray for them, God can use this word to transform you. Instead of what? Harassing them, instead of fighting them. Look at what God said to us, that we continue to pray for a leader, we continue to pray for those who are in authority, those who are in government, we continue to pray for them. Why? Because they are what? A representative of God, that they may lead us properly, they may lead us rightly, because Christ is a good shepherd. Christ is one who has led the flock rightly, and continue to pray for them. He prayed for his apostles, he prayed for his disciples. Do not tell lies when you are to teach the gospel. Because every apostle who preached the gospel for what? For money. How do you gain your reward in return? Remember the word, the gospel that is said, the still word. Yeah. When you first look at the second reading, you will see that why must we continue to pray for those who are in authority, for those who are in higher position, because we have the love of Christ. Because Christ is the mediator. If he has prayed for you first, we have to pray for those who are in authority. You have to pray for those in higher position, so that what? They may live a life pleasing to you. A life pleasing to you. Remember something here is that Jesus said to us, he said, Peter, I have prayed for you. Remember, God used those in authority. So, therefore, when you are in authority, what happens?